What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka Allfires. Now, it was just about a week ago here at the channel, we re-reported on an Industry Insider Trades exclusive that Guardians of the Galaxy 3's casting had officially begun, and they had learned on that short list of characters was officially Adam Warlock, a highly anticipated character from all hardcore Marvel fans that was introduced, but only briefly and inside a cocoon at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Well, today we have a follow-up report coming from that same Industry Insider Trade, and if correct, apparently Marvel Studios, James Gunn, and Guardians of the Galaxy 3 have found their Adam Warlock. We're going to break down exactly who they're talking about, where you may know him from. We're also going to weigh in on a couple of brand new rumors for Disney Plus projects stemming from other Phase 4 projects earlier this year. We're breaking it all down, especially Adam Warlock in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. But first, if you could maybe consider hitting the subscribe button. We do daily Marvel content here at the channel, and that's all we do. Everything from the anonymous 4chan plot leaks and Industry Insider Trade reports, like we're covering today, all the way to the official Easter egg breakdowns, recaps, and interviews. So if that sort of thing is for you, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. That'll automatically enter you for the giveaways, which there are many, and we'll get into all that giveaway stuff again at the end of the video. Now, normally when it comes to these Hollywood and Industry Insider Trades, I hold them with just a little bit more reverence than the anonymous 4chan plot leak, but they're in no way official, so I tell you guys that. Take them with a grain of salt, treat them as rumors as they are, and in fact, today's trade, the Cosmic Circus, the same trade that broke the story they were casting for Adam Warlock a week or two ago, released this story under the headline, Rumor, Will Poulter may be cast as Adam Warlock. They go on to report that a Twitter account by the handle of @collectaholic_ caught their eye when they posted this information. This backs up what they were saying weeks ago about a possible casting underway. And while they reiterate that this does fall squarely within the rumor category, there's supporting evidence and go on to report that supporting this rumor is the fact that Poulter signed onto Amazon's lucrative $1 billion Lord of the Rings TV series in September 2019, but then dropped out that December for quote-unquote scheduling conflict. One does not simply walk away from an opportunity like that, especially so soon after joining. The point they're making, there are only so many projects on the face of the earth that would make you walk away from a $1 billion Amazon Lord of the Rings reboot. And of course, people have personal matters all the time, but it was listed as a scheduling conflict, which implied it was a different project. And if that is true, then there are really only a couple of them in hand that would support that, one of them being Guardians of the Galaxy 3 being introduced as a legacy character like Adam Warlock for the future of the MCU. He won't be a one-off. He will have a huge role to play going forward, whether or not it's in the Guardians of the Galaxy new reformation of the team or whatever this saga ends up culminating as. Adam Warlock will be there, and that sort of promise of longevity for that character in the Marvel Cinematic Universe is the sort of thing that would make you walk away from a $1 billion TV series in the Lord of the Rings. Now, I want to point out that this article goes on to say something that I always mention about James Gunn, outside of him being one of my favorite directors, and obviously being biased, is that he's one of the only directors, or really top brass over at Marvel Studios, that will weigh in and readily debunk a rumor, especially about Guardians of the Galaxy, on social media. And even though this tweet has been shared with him, he hasn't weighed in on it yet, but you can't count his silence as being complicit in acknowledging that this is true. He's a super busy guy. We're lucky if he ever weighs in the first place, so we'll just have to wait and see if there's any truth to this, or if this is just coincidental and synchronicitous casting during the time when he had to leave another huge project. Now, speaking of rumors and Industry Insider reports, but this time coming from a much more reputable source in the direct, one we've been re-reporting on for the better part of 2 years. They've been in the scene for a while now. They have a tremendous track record. They're reporting on two separate upcoming Disney Plus series that are in development based on projects we've already seen this year. The first based on Shang-Chi, under the headline, quote, Marvel rumor reveals details for Shang-Chi Disney Plus spin-off show. Now, they're actually re-reporting this from another Industry Insider, Daniel Rickman, someone we cover often at the channel, who also has a great track record. He shared via his Patreon that they were going to have a spin-off show from Shang-Chi featuring the Ten Rings organization, focused on Meng'er Zhang's character, Xialing, and I apologize if I pronounce her name right. I've been working on the pronunciations from all the characters in the Shang-Chi movie, as we're going to be seeing them again in the future of the MCU. But this Disney Plus show is set to center around her, and after they've introduced the Ten Rings in the way they have in Shang-Chi, go ahead and develop that organization and Shang-Chi's sister as a possible villain for the second film. Now, alongside that, the report of a different Disney Plus series stemming from another project earlier in Phase 4, the first one, in fact, WandaVision, to be released, and this coming on the heels of the news that Agatha Harkness was indeed getting her own spin-off Disney Plus series that, according again to Daniel RPK's Twitter account, Marvel Studios is, quote, developing a new show centered around Teyonah Parris's Monica Rambeau after her appearance in WandaVision. No other details are known about this project at the time. Now, funny they should say that as the last sentence, because in fact we actually know quite a bit about this show and have a feeling that this is the rumored Agents of S.W.O.R.D. TV series we've been talking about for quite a while here at the channel. Now, we broke Secret Invasion as sort of a separate series, but said that it could be rolled into the one we were reporting on about Nick Fury possibly being involved, or an Agents of S.W.O.R.D. series, but that has been a constant report here and the whole time, and now you see the future for this character after WandaVision, not only showing up in a feature film like The Marvels, but also have a chance to explore this character on Disney Plus and build out an agency like S.W.O.R.D., which should be introducing a ton of new characters for teams like the Young Avengers and even the X-Men. A character like Beast, Hank McCoy, was an agent at S.W.O.R.D. as well. There are a lot of possibilities for Disney Plus, and I'm just going to go ahead and be an honest fan here for a minute. When I hear about upcoming Disney Plus shows and I'm told that it's either going to be Agatha Harkness, an upcoming 10 Rings, or even say something like a Photon or Spectrum show, whatever name she's going to be going on when we see her in full superhero mode, it does not make me as excited as, say, a Wolverine anthology series or the Rogue show that was rumored here recently. We really want the X-Men, and I really want some of the classic characters and names to show up in the MCU. I also know that this pre-development is for years down the line. We're already booking into 2023 and 2024, so you talk about this stuff now, and how further out does that push characters like Wolverine and the X-Men to be introduced into these shows? Hopefully sooner than later. It's awesome that we're getting a chance to explore some of the further reaches of the MCU, see characters we never thought we would with their own stories, like for instance Monica Rambeau getting her own show. That's something you would have maybe never thought of. However, I'm really hoping they sort of weave some of these classic characters in there too, and they do them justice. Some of this later Marvel stuff is awesome, but it's coming decades after all of the classic stories and characters that a lot of us remember. Hopefully those reports will be following, and very soon. But guys, remain optimistic. The Fantastic Four is right around the corner. They want to spend some time with that. Avengers 5, Kang, then we'll get Mutants, then we'll get Wolverine, then we'll get the X-Men. 2027, I'll see you guys there. Let me know all your thoughts down below. Quickly, let's jump into the giveaway stuff. Still giving away a PlayStation 5 at 900,000 subscribers, which we should be able to hit in a couple of months, if not by month's end. If you want to be entered to win, all you have to do, hit that subscribe button, then leave a comment down below. Because it's truly random, the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will be selected and announced at the end of videos. The best way to keep up with the content has always been hit that notification bell with all notifications turned on. And as always, I would appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. My name's Michael Roman. You can find me over on Twitter and Instagram at IamFires. You can also find me on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, and Apple under the name All Fires, with the music you heard in the background of this video today. Thanks so much for checking out the channel, guys. Stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.